button and then say, yo, what up? How's it going, buddy?
It's going pretty well. How are you?
That's good to hear. I'm well. I'm very, very good. Here doing a deck doctor, easy peasy. We're doing it on your awesome Chaos Denki 2 deck. It looks like you're prepping for the next set, huh?
I brought this mostly because I do not know the Chaos Symbol very well.
Okay.
I would say I'm relatively proficient with like Death and Fire, but I'm trying to stretch my legs a little bit, not get too pigeonholed. So I was like, Chaos seems fun. And Denki 2 with Sudden Death Assault just is my favorite thing in the world. Just smacking someone with 5 every turn is just the greatest.
I love it. I love that.
So yeah, I wanted to try to make it more consistent, and I think there's just things I'm missing because I don't know this symbol very well. And I think there are cards that I'm overvaluing from the new set and stuff like that.
Sure, that's totally fair. So the goal is just trying to figure out what exists and how we can mess with it.
I also wanted to get your opinion on what number of cards I should be at. I usually default to just going to 50. Specifically if I want to find a card like I do with Sudden Death Assault. But I wanted to get your opinion on that and then kind of see where to go from there, I guess.
Okay, so I think you got a lot of cool, good stuff going on here. I'm still adding stuff to our sideboard. Some stuff that I don't necessarily love, but some stuff that I think is pretty good.
Okay.
Sorry, now that we have 100 cards in our deck that are available to us, it's a
little
slightly
harder.
Tougher.
Yeah, I get it. I also I have tried this version of the deck other than training weights. So I wanted to try out training weights and also get your opinion on how Garbo/interesting this deck card might be under Denki.
You know, interesting is a commentator code for terrible.
Yes.
Do you know
yes.
that? Okay. As long as we all agree, you know.
Yes. I am totally get that. But yeah.
What are your keywords? Charge Fury? What are your keywords? Fury Slam? And you're a Fury? All the bad guys are just so mad, huh? Jesus.
Just angry all the time.
You got 102 checks in here, huh, my guy?
Yeah.
Just want every 2 check in the world.
I do have a lot of cards that change difficulty, so I'm hoping it kind of balances out, but
okay.
I don't know.
I get that.
I am good with cutting anything other than Sudden Death Assault, but
well, shucks. Just kidding. Let's take and come back here. Okay, so here is my initial diagnosis. I think your tech lineup is scattered.
Okay.
I think your tech lineup is a little wishy-washy. I think everything you got going on with Sudden Death Assault is tight. Discard 2 momentum to burn them for 5 is sick, especially in your character. Especially like it's a 6 mid for 5, and then you just get to like slam it in momentum. Very cool. Very good. I love Viscous Lunge. I think Viscous Lunge is going to be a staple in this kind of a deck. I think the discard your entire momentum, they lose 1 health for each momentum discarded this way is sick. I think it's like that's a win condition I want to try and do, right? What's Bliss Rush doing in here?
So Blitz Rush is mainly there if I am either super late game and I am out of Sudden Death Assaults or I am out of my other push cards. Blitz Rush and I'm just like I have like so much momentum and I don't know what to do with. It's a good card to just like slam down and hit him with. I don't know how much it's actually needed, but that's the theory behind it.
Right. Okay. Death Arms Wallop.
I don't love this card in practice. I like the idea of it, but I don't know, because it works with Denki, right? Just like committing 9 and then giving it 9 speed.
Yeah, this is the fastest 4 damage move of all time, for sure.
Yeah.
The fastest 4 damage move that I've ever seen in my entire life. Holy shit, what an insanely fast 4 damage move.
Yeah, I mean, I think the theory behind this is that I am doing a lot of damage, and a lot of times I think my opponent will just be at like a 5 or a 6 or even lower, and I just like won't be able to finish them off.
Sure.
And that's the idea behind that. But again, that is theory.
It's okay. Hey, we're having a conversation. We're talking. Now I actually get to yell at you. What the fuck is this card doing in your deck? You're trolling, right?
I thought my stats were too good, so I wanted to add another 2 check.
Hey, there it is. You actually putting on the trading weights. It's like we're just trying to make it happen.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay. Yeah, this card sucks. Let's talk about the stuff that I've added. Okay. First and foremost, we've got.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
For an actual answer, in the beginning of the construction of the deck, I was having a really hard time finding highs, so that was what that was for. But I don't think I really have that problem anymore.
I agree.
To answer your question,
I agree, because we're gonna make it a little easier. Blue Flame Palm Strike. This card snaps your momentum. We don't care about the powerful. It's probably just a better version of whatever Indiscriminate Shock is doing, because this is if it hits, you get 2, and you had to start with 1. Whereas it leaves and then it goes back and then this goes. The only issue is this is a 4 diff or this is a 5 diff, and this always gets you that momentum, always. And you get to pick, which is really cool.
I see what you're saying.
From there,
do you think that card is worth it if I don't have any cards that place face up?
We'll talk about it, because that's probably gonna change.
Okay, gotcha.
Triple Uppercut. Discard momentum, it gets 4 damage. It's a 5 low for 8 in your character. That like replaces its own momentum, right? Because like I hit you with it, so I use Denki, I steal my momentum, and then I use Triple Uppercut. It's a 5 low for 8. I smack them, and then I hit. So then now my Triple Uppercut's gonna go. So it's an 8 damage threat that just actually tries to kill people, whereas this card is not. Right? This card is not a threat at all. This is only ever 4 damage, because we can't use the powerful. We get to use powerful 4 once, which is very good. And then also, it's got the disruptive ability of slam this in my card pool. We'll both add 1, and then I have put in Struggling with Study, so we can lift that card back up.
Yes. Okay. Sounds good.
Electric Jolt.
Okay.
Guarantees the momentum on our turn.
I think I looked past this because it had X.
EX? Yeah. I totally get that. Just make sure you don't activate the EX. I myself have activated the EX on Denki, and I've done it on stream, and chat yelled at me. Just make sure you don't do that, and then it's fine. This is a guaranteed 100% better card than whatever we were doing with Death Arms Wallop.
Yeah.
It's a 2 high block. It's a 4 diff. It's still 4 damage, and it says that this card says that it can't kill them. This card says that it can't kill them. This card says it does 1 damage. So we put them to 1, and then we jolt them to death.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. So in the case of Sudden Death Assault, does it go down to 1 and just doesn't go farther?
Sudden Death Assault. Yep. Yeah. They go as you resolve as much of the cards as you can. They lose 5, but it can't reduce them below 1.
Okay. So it doesn't just totally fizzle.
Correct.
If they had 4, it would go down to 1.
It is very hard in our game to have an effect totally fizzle. It's very hard. It can happen, but it's tough.
God, I like the rulings of this game so much more than Yu-Gi-Oh! All right. Sounds good.
Meteor Shower is your second win condition. Let's pretend that they've got some crazy thing that's just stopping your sudden death assaults. Meteor Shower is the second way that Chaos Denki gets to play the game, right? I play my Meteor Shower. I use Denki. I steal the top card of my deck from momentum. I use the ability on Meteor Shower. I discard that new momentum. I add a Meteor Shower. I discard a card. I pick a Meteor Shower. I always have a momentum for Meteor Shower. Always, always, always. It also is a face-up card that goes in with Blue Flame Strike.
Yeah.
So it, Jolt, and Meteor Shower are both Blue Flame Strike targets.
Mm-hmm.
My last card. And here's the hard sell. I don't think this is the deck that you're doing, but I just want to put it in your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Denki 2 is the perfect Heroic Clash character.
Okay, what is this card? This card that type feels not. Interesting. Oh, I see. Okay. This card's so weird. So how would I play this card?
You'd put it in your card pool and you discard the top card of your deck, and then compare the. I'm just kidding. So you just you sudden death assault, and you're trying to push for damage, right? So you've got 3 momentum, we'll say. You sudden death assault, and then you remove the 2, you burn them for 5, and then you throw another move, and I still have a momentum, and then I play Heroic Clash on a 6. I check my 5, commit my 1. I discard that last one, and then I just remove the attacks from my card pool, and then draw 2 cards. So now I'm an 8 hand size character that I've thrown 3 attacks, and I'm going to just keep playing more attacks on you because I drew 2 cards. The biggest thing is they also get to clear their card pool and draw 2 cards, so they get to try and draw 2 blocks, right? But then here's a 3 mid for 7, right? That they have to play an attack, they have to block with, and then they get to clear their pool and whatever, right? So this is just he gets a free momentum, and so he just turns on this clear your card pool for free, and then draw 2 cards for free, right?
At any point during the game,
At any point during the game. I don't know if this is the correct character to play this card in, but this card does exist, and there's just a really easy counter for it in the game now, and so be careful. All in all, I love Sludge. I think Sludge is tight. I love Lunge. I think Lunge is hilarious. I think Blitz Rush, Indiscriminate Shock, Death Arms Wallop, and Acid Corrosion Breach could probably just leave.
Just bounce, yeah. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I would much rather 4x here, 4x here, 3x here, and then 2x, 3x here, and then see what this does as we get rid of you. We get rid of you. We get rid of... This probably goes in our sideboard in case they ever go to deadlock. Right, it's a deadlock threat. And then now this card leaves.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think Electric Jolt is just better than Death Arms in basically every scenario.
Literally every way.
Yeah.
And then from here, right, my question is how much do you like Lunge? As soon as you put Lunge in this deck, it now is... Yes, it's an extra momentum generator, and it does a little bit more burn, but we have discard 5 momentum to burn them 5, or we have discard 2 momentum to burn them 5 in the same type of deck, and this is a 2 check. But it's a 5 high for 5, whereas this is a 6 mid for 5 that is probably just going to get partial blocked. This card has stats on it, right? It says that, your Vicious Lunge into Sudden Death Assault means you instantly get to burn them, right? Instantly.
Yeah.
But so does Blue Flame Palm Strike.
Yeah.
Blue Flame Palm Strike is a better version of Sludge.
Of Sludge?
Oh, sorry, of Vicious Lunge.
Yeah. I think I was worried about not getting enough momentum, but I think if we're playing Blue Frame, I don't think there's any reason to.
I think we're going to push it up to a 4 then.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Okay.
All right.
What are we at now? 20 attacks?
20 attacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you had 19 whenever we started, and I think this is a perfect amount, right? So now Sudden Death Assault is not my only win condition. It's also now Meteor Shower, right?
Yeah.
And so this is a 10 damage move that you're swinging at them. It's a 6 mid for 10. 6 mid for 10. And then so on the turns that they get barraged by the Sudden Death Assault, whenever you have run out of assaults or you pivot your strategy as opposed to one big, huge, massive move, we now swing a bunch of little ones, right? Or Sludge into Meteor Shower. Amazing. It's so good.
I love Sludge so much.
Yeah.
So much fun. Oh, man.
Sludge is incredible in our deck. Battle Arena. This card's sick. This card's super, super cool. I don't know.
I played it higher and I did not love it, but at the one of I have enjoyed it, so I don't know. Yeah.
That is definitely what I needed to hear. That you think one of is the right call. Trading weights. Tell me about this card.
This card is weird. Again, when I don't find the suddens, on every turn that I'm not playing sudden, it's just like extra damage. And if I'm stringing, it's just like kind of cool to just be like boom, 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 like go for 1 damage, go for 2, then go for 3, then go for 4. I don't know if it's worth it, but it's a cool idea, I guess.
That's fair. I think that you are going to get enough damage output with Meteor Shower that I don't think you're going to need training weights.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I just don't think that you need it. I think it's taking up a slot.
Down.
Yeah, we're going to get rid of it. What are you? You're a Fury. You're a mid. You're a mid. God, this deck is nuts, man.
I think I should be playing more Nothings to See Here's.
We're going to put this up to a 4 of.
Yeah. At first, it was only like half my attacks, but now with this lineup, it's a lot better, I think.
Yeah, this card's nuts. This card says they don't want to block your Assault, Sludge, Jolt, or Blue Flame Palm Strike, and so like they all just do damage. Or every turn, it's -3 speed. Every turn.
Yeah.
Because you get that momentum for free. For free. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Cool student. Tell me about this card.
I personally am biased towards this card. I like it a lot because I like being able to play more cards. But I think I like this because I was playing 9 2-checks. So, like, this might have less value now.
I completely agree, but I don't think it has no value. I think it has 2x value. Wealthy Aspirations.
Okay.
4x?
Yeah. Again, was having trouble with the low blocks. And not anymore. Okay, cool. I don't know. It's kind of a greedy card, but it's fun to push a little farther.
Okay. I think what's going to happen is I'm going to push this Wealthy Aspirations to a 3 of, and I'm also going to push Nosinathy here to a 3 of, and you feel like if you're not seeing this card enough, pun intended, you should push it up to a 4 of.
Okay, gotcha.
It said that you weren't playing Struggling Studies, but apparently that's a lie. Huh. When I looked through it, it said that you weren't playing it.
I was not, I don't believe, but
interesting.
I don't know. Anyway.
Shadow's Aid. Look at this card.
Add 1 card from your mention to your hand. Oh, weird. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that seems really good.
Don't it, though?
Okay.
This is probably like the best card that you have, right? It also like lets you pick up your jolts or your strikes. It says commit a foundation, draw your sudden death assault after it touches them. It also Sludge lets you re-ready one. So Sludge says that you just get to re-ready your Shadow's Aid. So you didn't actually commit a resource, right?
Your rival may ready 1 foundation. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. And so like the only issue we have here is you do have to ready one of their foundations for them, but your card's getting stunned too, so they're gonna commit a resource.
Yeah.
Right? So like this is not a cost because we're just gonna stun them first. Right? So like here's the line, right? We take and we have sudden death assault in our momentum. We play Sludge. Our first enhance is Shadow's Aid to commit and add sudden death assault to our hand. Then we Denki to put the momentum back, and then we Sludge to stun them too, and then we ready our rival foundation to then ready back up our Shadow's Aid. So we just drew a card for free. Drew the best attack in our deck for free.
And at the very least guaranteed that we can use it next turn.
Correct.
And in the case of Sludge, you are readying, right?
Ready 1 rival foundation : ready 1 foundation period. Yeah, you ready 1.
Okay,
you get to pick,
gotcha.
and then I get to pick. I ready 1 of their foundations.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Award the victor. After your attack deals damage, add it to the top of your deck. Your next check to play an attack gets +2. Easily putting things like Blue Flame Palm Strike on top of your deck after your 5 mid for 3 touches them, because we don't get to powerful it. And then it's like guaranteeing there's a 5 on top to then play your Sudden Death Assault on a 5.
Does that work with Jolt?
It does. After your attack deals damage, add it to the top of your deck.
Gotcha. Okay.
And we're not playing those yucky 2s anymore, and so like Award the
Yeah.
Victor just feels good. Award the
Interesting.
Victor
Okay,
combos
yeah.
with Heroic Clash too. Hell yeah, it does, Daniel. Actually, yeah, it does. After it deals damage. Holy cow. Holy cow. So we get to pick up the Heroic Clash? That's tight. If I hit him with Heroic Clash, I stack Heroic Clash on top of my deck and then redraw. Holy shit. That's so sick. That's so sick.
Wait, so you just get to do it twice?
Yeah, if you got 2 momentum.
That's ridiculous. Oh my gosh. And it
That's funny.
flips itself too, so it doesn't really matter. That's unique.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's
okay.
an option,
So,
not the option, right? If you don't like the card, we don't gotta put it in.
Yeah.
I think that we should be putting in Shadow's Aid. I think the card is
I
incredibly good.
agree. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I think this is like a 2 of at the least, right?
In that same vein, do you think Heroic Clash is splashable, or do I need to build the deck from the ground up again to play this card?
You think you should build the deck from the ground up again, because I don't know what our spam numbers look like in order to do it. I just like,
Gotcha.
if you're a Denki 2 fan, look at Heroic Clash. I think it's neat. I think he's one of the... I think him and Shigaraki are one of the 2 big playable characters that get to do this.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Strong Loose Studies. Irrefutable Force of Nature is not in your deck. I think I put it in your sideboard, and for some reason it put it in your main board. Any reason you don't want to play this one?
I don't super understand how valuable that Inversed Enhance is, but players that are better than me are playing this card, so I assume that it is good, but I don't know how common Earth, Fire, and Water are to make sure that, I don't know, to make sure that this has value outside of its second enhance.
That's totally fair. The big thing about this card is it's a disruption card, and disruption cards are hard to fit in if you don't know what you're disrupting. And so I totally get that, right? So we'll leave it out for now, just to make sure we have proof of concept. I'm putting it in your sideboard for real this time, just so we have proof of concept of what does your deck really do. Successful results is sweet in your character, cool and tough. What's up with this card?
I was getting mutilated by cards that were ripping my momentum from me.
Sounds good. Can I put it to a 2 of?
Yes, I was debating between cool and tough and the Mike card. I forget what it's called, but it basically does the same thing.
Instead of feeling cute, can I convince you instead to put in Release?
Yeah, what does Release do?
Destroy a foundation. Your check to block this gets +2, as opposed to destroy your attack gets +1 speed. And it's a 0-4 with a 2 high, as opposed to a 1-5 with a 2 high.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to go find it. Release. 2 of. And then Easily Excited. I'm going to drop this down to a 3 of.
Okay.
And then refresh. We're at 59. Our numbers here are fine. We could easily go back up to 60 if you wanted to, and even that right back out. Or honestly, the better option is just to play a 3rd release.
Okay. 3rd release over Easy Excited. Okay.
Yeah. This is just going to help you keep you alive, because we lost the cool students, right? But this is +2 to my check to block, as opposed to +2 to my check to play a card, which does count for blocking. Release combined with nothing to see here, combined with Denki, is going to be very strong, I think. Yeah. My last question for you Everything else, I think this is where we're at to like try the deck out where it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's up with this?
Recovery time is interesting because I have never used the second response, but the first one has been like a weird jank super regen to like keep me long enough to kill them.
Yeah.
But I think recovery time was a sign that my deck wasn't defensive enough. Um, so I think it is just better to build a better deck.
Yeah, that's how I feel as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think recovery time is not very good in your deck. I think it's not doing what your deck really necessarily wants to do. And I think we just like have cut 2 cards to try and go find this thing a little quicker. We are technically a little heavier attack-wise than what we are supposed to be. Technically, but we don't have any real draw cards.
Yeah.
We could add a couple more foundations in if you wanted to. Things that we're leaving on the table are things like One with Nature. We are leaving Frozen on the table. We're leaving Shock Treatment on the table. Award the Victor on the table. We also didn't put any Cheerful Uppercuts in. We just opted not to. Yeah. And that's okay. I think Meteor Shower is just going to be a better card than Cheerful. IMO.
Okay. Is Meteor Shower the only thing that could come out for Cheerful?
It's the mid block. It's the only mid block we have in our attack lineup.
Oh, okay.
Low, low, mid, high, high. So like,
gotcha.
As long as you're down to like have this be a little skewed, we could like take out a Blue Flame Spiral and a Sludge and get 2 Cheerfuls in here if you wanted.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Okay.
I was having a problem with defense anyway, so the Cheerful might be good.
There. And then Cheerful's going to go in at the 2 of... Still keep us at the 20. And then it says that Strugglings are that much stronger.
Yeah.
Let's get us another high and another low in here. How do you feel about Award the Victor?
I am down for it. What is my difficulty skew looking like?
Who knows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 14.
Okay.
24 spams.
Okay.
38.
Gotcha.
You're fine.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
fine. And then I want to do 1 of that, and then let's do 1/1 with Nature, just to throw on that your sudden death assaults will never be blocked.
Sorry, what does that card do? I do not know it.
Enhance, discard a card. Your rival's block modifier to block this gets +2, and then once per enhance
gross.
step after you discard a number of cards, your attack gets +1 damage.
Interesting. Am I ever? Oh, literally with that. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Yep. Yeah, this card asks and answers its own question. It's tight.
And it has no commit or flip. Okay, but I do have to discard. I'm a 6-hander. I'm so used to playing 5s. I'm like so scared of the discard cost.
It just says that something like if you want Sludge to hit, right? If you want your Jolt to hit, this is how you give it speed, right? So it gives a 5 mid for 5. With the whatever, and you like just don't care about it, or even better, right? You've got Meteor Showers in your hand. You discard the Meteor Shower in order to make your combo start to work, and then you'll just go get your Meteor Shower later.
Yeah, I mean, I One with Nature sounds awesome because this deck is amazing at getting your rival to 3. And then it's like, I don't know what to do.
I love it. Yeah, man. I think this is version 1 of this deck.
Awesome. This looks a lot cleaner. So thank you.
Hell yeah. You draw a foundation for momentum with Shadow's Aid and can ditch it to confirm an attack is going to momentum. Hell yeah. That's tight.
That's too big brain for me.
Well, you just you commit the Shadow's Aid, right? To go pick up the random card that you stuffed. That's cool.
Add 1 card from your momentum to your hand. Your rival may ready. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I think this is I think it's a cleaned up version. The fact that you've already played with this card, this deck, and you kind of know what's going on with it, I think that this is going to be just a slightly better version than the thing that you got going on, and you're probably not going to check like shit anymore, which is awesome.
Yeah, with the 4 acid slings or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds great, man. Being able to play cards, I love
it. I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Stay on the line long enough for me to shoot you the deck list, and you have a good rest of your night. Okay.
All right, you too, man. Thanks so much.
Peace.